This is Jason Akers from the Self-Sufficient Gardener podcast with another front porch review. You know, normally I review books and products out here sitting on the front porch. Today I'm actually going to review a plant. Well, not a plant per se, but a nursery. If you've read my book, my short ebook, Planting Trees the Low Cost Easy Way, you'll know one of the places I recommend getting trees from and bushes and shrubs and things like that is your state nurseries, your state forestry nurseries, and there's quite a few of them around. Actually, mine here in Kentucky is just right down the road from me. This is a hazelnut, and I mean you can see the root growth, and this is a very stout, very going to be a very hardy plant once I plant it. They offer all kinds of things at my nursery, and obviously they offer plants that are mostly, if not all the way, are native in your state. And you know, there's a lot of misconceptions about native plants. I hear the one misconception quite frequently is that if you had to live off native plants, you couldn't survive, and that's just false. I mean, here's a hazelnut that's native to Kentucky. There's things like pawpaws, persimmons, hickory nuts, walnuts. You know, a wide variety of fruit and nut-bearing trees that you could essentially live off of if you had to. You know, it might not be a very good diet, but you know, you combine that with the game that things like a hickory nut's going to bring in to eat, and you're going to have quite a bit of food. So obviously I'm not a native only kind of guy. I like natives when I can plant them, and that's why I always go to the native forestry nursery first and look and see what they have. If it'll fit my need, I buy that. But again, this is a hazelnut, and you can see the root growth. Now, some of the commercial nurseries just go by and pluck them out of the ground. I get the feeling, because that's how I get the roots. It's just one long root, none of these hair roots. But you can see all the hair roots in this thing. I mean, they have a nice processing center. I've actually been into it, and I'll take a video one time of the processing center if I can get in there. But you know, washing all the dirt off and things like that. So that's the review. The review is basically I've got 100 of these for $35. So 35 cents. This hazelnut tree right here cost me 35 cents. Technically not a tree, but you know what I'm saying. 35 cents right here, and I got 100 of them for $35. So I think the very important thing is you can get a lot of trees and a lot of bushes and shrubs and things like that from your forestry nurseries very cheaply, and you can get good quality trees. You know, these people that do this for a living, you know, they're you know, hired by the state. Your taxpayer, your tax money funds them, and so does purchase of the trees. So, but anyway, that's the review part. I'm going to show you how to plant trees. When you get 100 trees, you're going to need to plant all these bare-rooted trees, and it's a little bit of a daunting task. So I figured the best thing to do after I did a review is actually show the methods that they recommend and that I've used over the past 2 or 3 years for planting these bare-rooted trees, and it seems to work very well, and it's very easy, especially if you have 100 trees. That's a little bit of a daunting task to plant all 100, and this is the easiest way. I'm talking like 2 or 3 minutes per tree, and you know, they're good. They're not gonna die because of the way you plant them. So I'm gonna turn the camera off and go take you out and show you how I plant these.